Hello. Hello. So, what we have discussed in the last class? I think in the last class we already discussed the why we need to energy stored system, okay, and each type of renewable energy produce electricity at a particular time, and when we require that energy, whatever we have stored in energy storage system, we try to use according to our requirement in later. Okay. So, and also in the last class, we already highlight some point of different modes of energy storage system. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about various type of energy storage system, different types of different sort of energy storage system. Yeah. So it's that means different mode of energy storage. Okay. What types of various type of energy storage system? How we can store energy? So different mode of energy storage. Mode of energy storage. Or you maybe say that method of energy storage. Okay. Or you maybe say that different method of energy storage or different methods of energy storage. Methods of energy storage. Okay. So first one is your mechanical energy storage. Uh, Mechanical energy storage. Here mechanical energy storage. Energy storage. Next one is your electromagnetic energy storage. Electromagnetic energy storage. Electromagnetic energy storage. energy storage. Next one is your chemical energy storage. Chemical energy storage. Last one is your thermal energy storage. Thermal energy storage. Storage. Next, we want to discuss about the types of energy storage system. Okay, types of energy storage system. We try to classify that one with the example of whatever various types of energy storage system we already discussed. So with the what are the various type of example for the thermal, electrical and mechanical energy storage system. Okay, so just discuss here now with the example of various type of energy storage system. Okay, so types of energy storage system, types of energy storage system, energy storage system. Suppose that electrochemical. So example of electrochemical energy storage system such like as a battery, hydrogen, etc. Okay, so electrochemical electrochemical energy storage system, electrochemical energy storage system. So what are the example of this one? Just like as a battery, hydrogen, etc. Battery, hydrogen, etc. are the example of electrochemical energy storage system. So next, what is the mechanical energy storage system? Mechanical energy storage system. Example of this one, just like a flywheel, compressed air, and pump hydro. Okay, pump hydro. So these are the example of the mechanical energy storage system. Flywheels and flywheels, compressed air, compressed air, and pumped hydro. and hydro. Hydro. These are the example of mechanical energy storage system. Example of mechanical energy storage system. Next is your electrical energy storage system. Yeah. So electrical energy storage system, electrical energy storage system may be used for the electrical energy storage system, capacitor, supercapacitor, and superconductive magnetic. Okay. So these are the example of electrical energy storage, capacitor, supercapacitor, capacitor, superconductive magnetic, superconductive conductive magnetic, magnetic, magnetic. And last one is your thermal energy storage system. With example, so next one is your thermal energy storage system. Thermal energy storage system. Example of this one, just like as a hot water storage, thermal fluid storage. These are the example of thermal energy storage system. Hot water storage, water storage, thermal fluid storage, thermal fluid storage. So now we just concentrate about the flywheel. First of all, discuss one to what is the flywheel, that is mechanical energy storage device. So flywheel, just like in here, like suppose that flywheel, flywheels. So your flywheel is same. Okay, if you want to all these things. Yeah. So flywheels in sense is a mechanical energy, mechanical vector, simply a mass rotating about an axis. Flywheel actually stored energy mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. So you maybe change this one part by part. So because the sorry, the flywheel right here. The flywheel in sense is a mechanical battery sense a is a mechanical battery simply a mass rotating about an axis. Simply a mass rotating about an axis. A mass rotating about an axis. About an axis. Yes. Flywheel stored energy mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. The system diagram is also showing later parts. So just explain the function of flywheel here. Flywheel stored energy mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. Stored energy mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. Mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. In the form of kinetic energy. Flywheel are one of the most promising technology for the replacing conventional lead acid battery as energy storage system. So flywheel flywheels are one of the most promising technology one of the of the most promising technology promising technology technology for replacing conventional lead acid battery or replacing conventional lead acid battery in energy storage system. Conventional lead acid battery in energy storage system. In energy storage system. Storage system. There are 5 main components in flywheel energy storage system. Storage, let's try to discuss. There are mainly there are mainly there are 5 components in flywheel energy storage system. In flywheel energy storage system, flywheel energy storage system system. One is your flywheel, another is your motor generator set, another is your power electronics, magnetic bearing, external inductor. So note down one by one various component of the flywheel. Yeah. Just, on your flywheels, next one is your motor generator set. Motor generator. Motor generator. Generator. Okay. Next one is your power electronics. Power electronics. Electronics. Next one is your external inductor. External inductor. Okay. Okay. So let me try to see the systematic diagram of the flywheel. So this is the systematic diagram of the flywheel. One, a different component consists here. Okay. Just flywheel is nothing but increasing the sense of you already simply note down in the previous slide also. That means a flywheel in sense is a mechanical battery, simply a mass rotating about an axis. Okay, so you maybe find out this is the moving part on the shaft. Okay, so this one will be move around the shaft around this shaft. Okay, this one is your shaft, and whatever the energy stored in this flywheel, that is in the form of kinetic energy. Okay, so this is actually a systematic diagram of the flywheel. We already promising in the system. So yeah, there are mainly five components in the flywheel. One is your flywheel, the motor generator, power electronics, and magnetic bearing, and external uh, inductor. Okay, so you maybe find out all these component in a systematic diagram of the flywheel. Okay, so this one is your motor generator set, and this one is your thrust bearing support, and bidirectional converter of desealing this one, right? And from this you maybe take out the terminal to the bidirectional converter. Okay, and this is your mass that is rotating on the shaft, that is known as also flywheel on the rotor part. Okay, so this thrust bearing the lower part, this one, in the this one lower part. Okay, and this is your radial bearing already indicated here, and vacuum. Okay, so these are the various component we can uh, point out all these things. Okay. Uh, the flywheel energy storage device, this one is also with the, whatever the excess of rotation, and this is your motor generator set, and this part is your rotor. Whatever I have shown in this part here, yeah, this is the simplified figure of this one. Okay. Uh, This one is your upper magnetic circuit bearing, sorry, my upper magnetic bearing, and this is your terminal of ABC protective saddle, this one, and lower magnetic circuit. Here is your place and vacuum pump. Okay, so this mass will be rotate due to the attachment on this shaft of the motor generator, and whatever the energy stored, that is in kinetic energy, in the form of kinetic energy. So systematic diagram. Now we can go through with the help of, so flywheel. Stored energy mechanically in the form of kinetic energy. Flywheel stored energy in a rotating mass of a steel of composite material. Mechanical inertia is the basis of the energy storage method. Okay. So next one is your motor generator. What is consist in the motor generator? That means this motor generator is connected by a rolling bearing by this flywheel, and the motor generator may be enclosed in vacuum chamber to reduce friction and reduce energy loss. Okay, due to the vacuum chamber. Okay, so use of motor generator, energy can be cycled, absorbed, and then discharged. Increasing surface speed of the flywheel, energy storage capacity kilowatt in kilowatt hour of the unit increases. So the motor generator is designed to be operated at higher speed for the minimized system size. Okay. This is the motor generator set configuration. Okay. Next one is your permanent magnet machine have the most advantage, including the higher efficiency and a smaller size when compared with other types of motor generator of the same power rating. And next one is your power electronics. Okay. So you know that the power electronics is used to ability to handle voltage. It's a power controller. Okay. So these power electronics devices, maybe various type of switching devices. One of them you can use here. That means suppose that use IGBT. So IGBT is nothing but the insulated gate bipolar transistor is a solid state device with ability to handle the voltage up to rating. This one that means 6.7 kilovolt and current up to 1.2 kiloampere. Most of the important high switching frequency. Okay. So this IGBT is nothing but a power electronic switching devices. Okay. According to your voltage and current rating, you may be select one of the power electronic switching devices. Okay. So the component of the power electronics. These are the various component of the power electronics. Next one is your magnetic bearing. So magnetic bearing is nothing but these magnetic bearing are connected both sides of the rotor in the upper part. I have already shown in the previous figure. That means upper bearing and lower bearing. So at the both side of the rotor and motor, magnetic bearing consists of permanent magnet which support the weight of the flywheel by repelling force, and electromagnets are used to stabilize the flywheel. So these are the basic function of the magnetic bearing. And the best performing bearing is the high temperature superconducting magnetic bearing, which can situate the flywheel automatically without need of electricity or positioning control system. So HTS magnets require cryogenic cooling by the liquid nitrogen. So high temperature superconducting, that means HTS. So this one cool by the nitrogen, liquid cooling by the liquid nitrogen. And next, last one is your external inductor. Okay, external inductor. So the external inductor is connected in series with the machine in charging mode. This is also known as the stator. Okay. The machine offer low inductance with low number of stator turns and large operating magnetic air gaps. The low inductance result in high tool harmonic distortion, which increase the machine power losses and temperature. And last function of the inductor is the using an external inductor in series with the machine is necessary to reduce the total harmonic distortion and bring it within an accepted range. So today we already discussed various components of the flywheel and how they store the energy in flywheel, their systematic diagram and various component of the flywheel. Okay, so we already cover here, and now next one is your how the energy storage. What is the theory of flywheel? Okay, so just next we just the theory of flywheel, just nothing but the systematic diagram. We already seen that one mass rotating around the shaft. So here you may find out this one is your radius of the mass. This is your axis of rotation of the flywheel or mass. Okay, so this speed is already given as omega in radian per second. Okay, so kinetic energy is that is equal to nothing but 1 by 2 I omega square. Okay, omega is your angular speed of the mass, angular velocity of the mass in radian per second, radian. Okay, so and I is your moment of inertia of the mass. I, capital I, is your moment of inertia of the mass. So we write the moment of inertia of the mass, that is nothing but the integration of r square into dm is your small mass value. If you consider a small element of mass, so of this total mass, okay, and dm is your small mass. When you integrate from mass, then you will get the total mass. So for a cylinder, the moment of inertia is, if you solve this equation, moment of inertia equation for this cylindrical mass, then you will get the value of 1 by 2 r to the power 4 pi a rho. Okay, so the energy is increased if omega increase. Okay, if angular velocity of the mass is increased, as we seen that from this equation, the energy directly proportional to the square of the angular velocity. Okay, so energy is increases if the angular velocity increases. Okay, I can be increased by locating as much mass on the outside of the disk as possible. Okay, whatever the uh, value of mass, if you attach on the outside of the disk. So I can be increased by locating as much as mass on the outside of the disk as possible. But as the speed increases, moving more mass located outside of the disk mechanically, limitation are more important. Okay. So this is the basic flywheel operation or theory of the flywheel equation. Okay, so you have to keep this equation in mind for the cylindrical cylindrical uh, mass. Okay, mass 1 by 2 r to the power 4 pi a rho. So just today we stop here, and in the next class we will continue from here. Okay. Just we stop here.